Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun of Stars. Welcome to today's reading. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I'm gonna read your cards today. So in today's pick a card reading, I want to look at who you are becoming and where will it lead you. Basically, like all the things that you are feeling, thinking, going through right now, who are they shaping you to be? Okay, so the transformation that you're currently going through, or the energies that you currently feel are bubbling up within you, or the changes around you, what is the result of them? Like, who are you becoming in the process of everything that is going on around you, everything that is going on in your journey called life, basically, and where it will lead you? Where will your journey lead you as you become this new version of yourself, or as you become and transform and grow and change? Okay, so this is what we're going to look at today. And again, we're also going to look at where you will be, or where your transformation will lead you. I was super duper inspired to do that because I feel like sometimes we go through a lot of changes and a lot of like things, and we sometimes perceive these changes, or we sometimes perceive these things as like very painful, and sometimes they really are. But it's sometimes really just the process. Sometimes when you go through like a really rough year, by the end of the year, you see, wow, I am a more mature, stronger version of myself. Although it was super duper painful to go through all of that, or although it was really, you know, like uncomfortable for me to go through that, but look at me now. Like, maybe for example, I kicked an addiction in the butt because I told myself I cannot continue to suffer anymore, and here I am and I conquered an addiction. Does that make sense? So it was super duper painful, but the person that you became under the pressure, kind of like a diamond, right? The person that you're becoming under the pressure, or under all these, or like through all these insights, it's like it's molding and shaping you into a version of yourself that you didn't know yet. Okay, it's funny because I'm also hearing, for anybody who's watching the intro, Spirit is telling me to tell you it's a quote by Kung Fu Panda, by Master Shifu. And he says, if you only do what you already can do, or if you only do what you are capable of doing, you will never be more than what you are in this present moment. Okay, so this is kind of what I want to explore. What are the things that you're maybe not good at and you're becoming good at them? Or what are you conquering? What is changing within you? What is changing in your mindset that is shaping you into a version that you didn't know yet? Because you're becoming somebody that you were not before, through everything that you're going through right now, and what kind of energy is attached to that new version of yourself. Okay, so this is what we're going to look at today. I'm super duper excited to do this reading. Is there anything else that I want to say? I don't think so. Oh yeah, by the way, one more thing. My intention is to look at who you are becoming in 2023. Okay, because as I'm recording this video, it's 2023, but if you happen to come across this video in 2024, or even 2027, yeah, 2027, then it's a timeless reading. It applies to you whenever you come across it. But my intention right now in 2023 is to look at who you are becoming within the next couple of weeks and months, and how it is shaping your 2023, or how your transformation is shaping your next couple of weeks and months. Okay, so without further ado, in the next clip you can choose between 3 images. If you feel drawn to more than one, go ahead, follow your intuition. If you feel like you're super duper indecisive, or you don't have a clear head, go on Google, find a number generator and ask your spirit guides, or send a prayer out that they should guide you to the right pile, and the number generator will spit out a number for you. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. Okay, we're going to look at who are you becoming and where are you going. Okay, so I'm going to channel the energy first and then we're going to look at the cards together. So my beautiful pile number 1, if I say pile number 3, it's because I was cutting out me saying pile number 3 because I started with pile number 3 today, which I usually don't do. So if I say pile number 3, it's because my mind is like, you know, it's a different structure here. But as an omen, I feel like what is happening here with you guys, who you are becoming is, yeah, it's a... I'm hearing the most authentic version of yourself. I'm being brought to purification. Wow. Oh, yes. I love that. I'm being brought to purification. Okay. I'm also being brought to like infused water. So maybe some of you guys, you were drawn to drink infused water or to drink more water in general or to eat a cleaner diet. For some of you guys, you start to eat cleaner, or there's something about you realize that you want to just be a little bit cleaner with your diet or with what you listen to. But for others of you, there's also something about Spirit is showing me an image. Oh, first of all, we're going to channel and then I'm going to show you the cards. Spirit is showing me an image of Charlotte in Sex and the City, and she was converting from, I think, Christianity to Judaism. Okay, so maybe for some of you guys, there might be an energy where you are transitioning to a different religion, or there's something switching or changing in your mind about your spirituality or your religion or something like that. Okay, for some of you guys, not for everybody, but I'm seeing her going into a pool, and it's like a cleansing ritual, like a purification ritual, which you have to do when you want to convert to Judaism. Again, I take it with a grain of salt because I'm not very familiar with religious practices, but in that case, she had to go into a pool, into like holy water, to be purified, to take on that religion. Okay, this is what I'm being brought to. I'm also being brought to the same scenario in Bitch Don't Care My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar, where, like, do you call it to be baptized? Where they put you into a water and then you come out as like a new person, or as like a person with a new mind, with new eyes. Okay, with maybe like a new religion or like a new practice, a new spiritual practice here. I'm also hearing there's something also about, like, this is very beautiful, because what I'm picking up here is pile number 1, your energy feels very, very calm, but not stagnant. I'm also hearing it's the calm before the storm, but I would like to rephrase it and say it's the calm before the action. Okay, so whatever you're currently going through is preparing you for a very, very busy time in your life, but the good kind of busy, the busy of like, I have to get paperwork done to move to a different country. I have to renovate my new apartment. I have to, you know, that good kind of busy. It's a busy that you enjoy. I mean, you probably don't enjoy getting all the paperwork done, but you enjoy that your journey started. Something about enjoying that your journey started. For some of you guys, you're also in the energy of healing from an illness. For some of you guys, okay, if you dealt with some type of illness, I'm also hearing something about like a rejuvenated immune system for somebody here. Spirit keeps showing me like that you are becoming a person who made a decision to sacrifice something. So this could be like, I'm gonna sacrifice eating at McDonald's to lose weight. Does that make sense? Oh my God, I didn't even notice that there's the 7th house. Because you know what the funny part is? In Sex and the City, Charlotte fell in love with a man who was practicing Judaism, which is the reason why she converted to a different religion. And it's funny because I didn't say it, because I didn't, like, I thought it's not important, but we have the 7th house here. For some of you guys, this could be connected to a relationship that is about to come into your life, or a friendship. Okay, but what I'm picking up here, pile number 1, I'm picking up the energy here again. It's like you are becoming the most purified version of yourself, meaning that spirit is giving you a pat on the back that you unlearned a lot of things. I keep feeling that your spirit guides are so incredibly proud of you, because there's something so pure and so genuine about you. I'm hearing like, for a lot of you guys, if you felt like you lost yourself or you lost something, for some of you guys I even feel like maybe like your health, or maybe even a loved one, or like a relationship or friends or something like that. What I'm picking up here is like you're becoming a person that feels like they found themselves, or you're becoming the person that feels comfortable in their body. There's something about feeling comfortable or feeling found, feeling pure, like a pure mind, a pure vision. And when I say pure mind and pure vision, what I'm talking about is that you're no longer affected by people, by circumstances, by opinions and stuff like that. There's something, wow, I'm actually very impressed by the energy that I pick up here. Okay, but I'm also hearing it was a battle. I'm also hearing to stay true to who you are in a world that constantly tries to change you is like honorable or something like that. And look at that, I take my crystal and I put it on my heart. So I don't know what's going on with you guys. I feel like you're cleansing yourself. This could be cleansing yourself from limiting belief systems, cleansing yourself from a heartbreak, whatever it is, but you're becoming a, wow, I don't even have words to describe it. Let me see, let me get one more card here. I'm hearing you're becoming one. Interesting, I also talked about that in pile number 3, so you guys might be connected, pile number 3 and you. But I'm hearing you're becoming one. I'm hearing you're becoming one with your body. You're becoming one with your soul. You're becoming one with the universe. There's something about oneness. As if you, I'm also hearing wisdom tells me, wow, yeah, I'm hearing wisdom tells me that I am nothing, but love tells me I'm everything. There's something about your, I'm hearing you're becoming the healthiest version that you've ever been. And this doesn't even have to be your diet. This could also be your mental health. There's something about you've never been this healthy in your life. You've never been this fulfilled in your life. You've never been this clear. I'm also hearing you're becoming more romantic, or your life is becoming more romantic. But I'm also hearing, yeah, because I saw an angel and now I'm seeing the angel here. I'm also seeing eyes, or like an iris. Do you say an iris? Like eyes? Wow, I'm hearing in the arms of an angel. In the arms of an angel, or in the eyes of an angel? What in the world is going on here? For some of you guys, I feel like you're becoming an earth angel, meaning that you are, there's something about you're becoming really pure, and I cannot put my finger on it, to be honest with you guys. I don't know what this is about. Yeah, I'm also hearing, who were you before the world told you who you should be, or who you were before the world fucked you up. So it's kind of like I'm being brought to the innocence of a child before it goes to the school to get brainwashed, before it goes into the job, before it goes like, yeah, that's what it is. It's like I'm hearing your youth is coming back. Your youth is coming back, or there's something about like your glow, your spark is coming back. Yeah, absolutely. That you maybe have lost for some time, and it is coming back. So I'm also hearing like something is being reversed. And when I say that, it's kind of like, let's say for example, you are a very happy, jolly person and you believe in love. You meet somebody, you think they're the one, they fuck you up, okay? They fuck you up with your confidence or something like that. And then after the relationship, you're sitting there questioning who you are and what you believe in. And it almost makes you a person that you don't want to be. But in the same process, you're also coming back to who you were before you met them. Yeah, there's something about you're becoming the version of yourself that you were before you met somebody or before something traumatic happened. Almost as if that experience or that person could not change you. They could only change you for a while. So I don't know what this means. Okay. It's like coming back to... Did I talk about a child in pile number 2? Yeah, I did. So maybe pile number 1, you might be connected to all 3 piles, but again, just do your own thing, okay? Because I talked about a baby in pile number 2. So there's something about you're becoming the version of yourself that you were before somebody fucked you up. It could be a work situation that slowly but surely led you astray into eating unhealthy. Maybe you used to cook a lot, but then life got very hectic and you started to eat out a lot, you know, but you like this version of yourself. There's something about you become the version of yourself that you used to be, but you like that version of yourself. So you're merging the old version of yourself that you really, really liked with the new version of yourself. I'm hearing with more knowledge. Okay. I'm also hearing you're becoming your own dream woman or your own dream man. And if you are not already in a relationship here, I'm also hearing if you are in a relationship, your partner is falling in love with you again, because there's something very, very magnetic about you. You have such a sweet, lovely energy. If I could describe your energy, I'm seeing like I'm hearing there's somebody is really in love with you, or really in love with like who you are becoming, or they really like who you are becoming. I'm also hearing you age like fine wine. So if you are in a relationship, your man, your woman really, really appreciates you. They look at you and they feel like the older you become, the more beautiful you become. Your energy becomes sweeter and sexier day by day, in and day out. Or maybe they've witnessed that you went through something very, very harsh that kind of took your spark, and your spark is coming back, and their sexual energy that they felt for you is coming back. They're falling in love with you again. If you are not already in a relationship here, I'm seeing here that you are becoming your own dream man and your own dream woman, but at the same time you're also becoming the dream man and the dream woman for your future spouse. What is happening with you guys is you're becoming the version of yourself that makes their dreams a reality. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards now, and then we're going to continue to talk. So we have here the card All in the Golden Afternoon. It says inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. And when it says, or when I'm reading here Golden Afternoon, I'm being brought to the golden hour. And I'm seeing somebody in orange or yellow light. So maybe orange, yellow, and purple and pink could be significant colors for you right now. And I'm seeing somebody being like in the golden hour or like a golden energy here. For some of you guys, you're also becoming, I'm hearing bright to be. So I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you are about to be married, or somebody might be proposing to you and you don't know about it. I hope I didn't spill the tea here. Okay, for some of you guys, this could be the case. Okay, for some of you guys, somebody is like maybe thinking about proposing to you. Okay, but take it with a grain of salt. Let life happen. But what I'm hearing here is I'm seeing like somebody who's like really glowing in the sun. Yeah, the golden hour. It's like a golden hour. Wow. Okay, you're becoming somebody who's glowing. Like I'm hearing the spark in your eyes is coming back, or you're going to notice when you look. I'm also hearing you're going to notice a difference. The next couple of months and weeks, you're going to take pictures. And if you compare them to 5 months from now, you're going to see how much love, how much light, how much fire, how much energy, how much angelic energy is in the version of you that you are right now. Compared to like a couple of months ago, there was like a dullness or like an emptiness in your eyes. I'm also hearing you are getting out of a labyrinth. Okay, so for some of you guys, you've been trying to figure out, I'm hearing how to get out of a shithole. So to be honest with you guys, I feel like maybe you've not been happy about your environment here with the Chariot. Let me show that to you. Maybe you've not been happy about your environment, or you felt like you want to find a new apartment, find a new environment, or work elsewhere, or find a new job or something like that. There's something about you were not happy about your environment. And what Spirit wants to let you know is that you are becoming the version of you, or what is happening with you right now, is that you're getting out of a labyrinth. So you're definitely solving a riddle is what I'm picking up here. Solving a riddle, getting out of the labyrinth here. Let me see what that is about. Oh, okay, give me a moment. I'm hearing you're becoming a lot more playful. Not childish, but a lot more playful. You're doing things a lot more because you feel like doing them and not because you should be doing them. You're gonna make a lot more intuitive decisions is what I'm hearing. And those intuitive decisions are your ticket, or I'm hearing your flight ticket out of wherever you are, or something about your ticket out of the situation. So you're definitely finding a way out. I'm hearing like something about an escapist, or something about you're gonna find a loophole. You're becoming a person that follows their intuition or follows the guidance of the universe to the point where you find some type of loophole to get out of a labyrinth here. Okay. Or something about changing your environment, but I'm also hearing you're changing your environment with your art. So for some of you guys, Spirit is telling you that you manifest through drawing. Okay, you manifest through drawing. So if you want a new reality, Spirit is asking you to draw it, or something about you drawing something is significant here. Or it could be a drawing is significant here. Okay. Let me see. Who's pile number 1 becoming? What's going on here? Who's pile number 1 becoming? I'm also, yeah, you're definitely changing something about your environment. I'm hearing you're becoming a fulfilled version of yourself. There's something about, I felt like there's something lacking, but then I found out that this was just my attitude, that something was lacking. Or even if something is lacking, there's still this fire, this spirit inside of me that wants to live. Something about you're becoming a person that romanticizes their life a lot more, but you're also somebody who you're changing your, I'm hearing you're changing your environment, or something about like, you're becoming a fulfilled version of yourself. I'm also hearing what you lost, you're finding it again. Okay. I'm hearing life used to be so easy when I was a child. Or life used to be so easy back in the days. What has changed? Let me see. Who's pile number? I feel like, oh wow, 4 of Wands. Who's pile number 1 becoming? What's going on here in the World card? Look at that. I feel like this definitely has something to do with, like, first of all, I want to tell you guys, I feel like you're becoming a really good manifester. Okay, first of all, you're becoming a really good manifester. You're also becoming somebody who finds some type of loopholes. For some of you guys, you might also be realizing that there's like a, I'm hearing improvising, okay, that the answer to your question could be connected to either improvising or to you finding something that inspires you, or that your inspiration is your compass to get out of the labyrinth here. As if there's like a firefly in front of you. You are in a labyrinth, there's a firefly in front of you, and logic would tell you, I cannot trust a firefly. But then the other part of you tells you, well, but everything else that I tried didn't work, so let me walk where the firefly tells me to walk. So you're trusting that spark, that firefly that flies in front of you, and it's getting you out of the labyrinth here. Okay, so it's almost this energy of like you're becoming a person that is, I'm also hearing like a great artist, or something about like the most inspired, fulfilled version of yourself that romanticizes their life a lot, or that has like a very sweet life, but because you make it sweet. Okay. There's also something about like you're becoming, let me see why the 5 of Swords is here. Why is the 5 of Swords here? There's something about you are attracting a new relationship, or you are attracting your future spouse, your true love. Wow, I'm hearing because you are your own true love. Oh my God. Okay, I get it now. You're falling in love with yourself. You're falling in love with yourself. And because you fall in love with yourself, you are attracting somebody that is in love with you. Or something about like you're becoming a person that exudes so much love that you easily attract like your future spouse, a marriage, new best friends and stuff like that, because you have such a lovely energy. Okay. Let me see where the Five of Swords is here though. For some of you guys, maybe you're coming out of a situation like where you didn't like yourself for quite some time, or maybe you thought only when other people like me, I can like myself, and you're getting out of that concept in your mind. There's something about falling in love with yourself, falling in love with your life, falling in love with your art, falling in love with your path, falling in love with your connection with your with your spirit guides here. You're definitely becoming somebody that has like a very strong connection to their spirit guides. Okay, let me see. Where's the Five of Swords here? What's going on? Wow, is that procrastination or something like that? That is so interesting. We have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. And it looks like a dead plant, or like a I don't know why I talk about plants. In every pile I talked about plants. Okay. Wow, I'm hearing you're walking away from a dead end. So I don't know what this means to you. You're walking away from a dead end friendship, a dead end contract, a dead end city. For some of you guys, you're also, what Spirit wants to let you know is that you're currently manifesting you moving elsewhere, or you relocating, okay? Look at that. The Two of Cups came out here. Let me see one more. Where's the Five of Swords here? What's going on? The Star, look at that. Yeah, you're cleansing yourself from all the bullshit that people told you. From everything that told you not to love yourself. You're healing. It's like when you look into the mirror, you really like who you see. When you look into the mirror, you even admire yourself, or something about, I keep feeling it. I don't know what it means to you, but I'm seeing somebody walking into a body of water and it cleanses you. Like walking into the ocean, or for some of you guys, I'm also hearing you're becoming excellent at cleansing yourself from energy that you absorbed. And because you cleanse yourself, like, or properly cleansing yourself, or something about, yeah, there's something about cleansing yourself from everything. It's like a completely clean apartment that I see. There's no dust. Okay. And because that happens, because you are so purified, there's something happening like with your energy, or what you attract. Yeah, I keep feeling it. There's something about like dirty and clean, or like unorganized and scattered, and very properly organized here. Let me see what else is coming through here. Wow, I'm hearing accept your naked truth. If you tell me I like myself, or I have no problem with myself, you're going to the next level of what self-love really means. To really adore yourself, to really adore your own lips, your hair, your body, to adore what you do, to adore your voice, to find beauty in the flaws that you have. And I feel like, wow, you're becoming, and that's why you're like, your sexual energy is really rising here. Okay, and it's affecting your love life, as well as something about your environment. I'm hearing your environment is going to respond to the new version of you. You're becoming a sexier version of yourself, but it's because you adore yourself. Something about you're going to have like a lot of adoration, or maybe you're practicing a lot more self-care, a lot more cleansing. And again, it's something about like you're becoming sexier, or you're aging like fine wine is what I'm hearing. But I'm also hearing this energy of like, I think Jesus was turning water into wine, but I'm seeing the reverse energy here. So I'm seeing somebody turning wine into water, meaning like being clean off, like, or there's nothing wrong with wine, but I'm seeing here like almost as if you don't need wine to feel tipsy, or you don't need like chips to feel cozy, or you don't need somebody else's approval to do something, okay? Or that you don't need your future spouse to feel love. I mean, they don't need to be in front of you, because when you close your eyes, you already feel the love. There's something about, I don't need that in order to feel that. But then you start to feel it. But I'm hearing the new version of you that is so one, like one with your body, one with your heart. I'm hearing your environment is going to respond to that. There's something about, there's a lot changing in your environment, like the people or where you work at, or something is like your environment is adjusting to you. You're not adjusting to the environment is adjusting to you. That's interesting. And I keep feeling like I'm also hearing for some of you guys, you're healing from a broken home, meaning that you're healing the inner child within you. But also this energy of like, my broken home no longer affects me. I cleansed myself from that, or my broken, or my the last relationship or the last marriage that I've been through, or the last friendship that I've been through doesn't affect me anymore. I completely healed from it, or I healed from it so much so that it doesn't affect me anymore. It doesn't affect my thought pattern. It doesn't affect my decisions. It doesn't affect how I feel. I don't feel guilty anymore. I don't feel shame anymore the way I used to. I feel pure. I feel clear. I feel love. I feel cozy. I feel comfort. I feel like I'm one and in harmony with the universe, with my body. And if I don't like something, I walk away and I find my peace again. Day in and day out. Every day I'm finding my peace. In a different way, on a different day. You're finding peace, no matter what's going on around you. But that peace that you feel is the reason why there is an excellent idea coming to you. And that excellent idea is changing your environment, or changing your love life, or changing something here. Okay, we also have here the card. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups here. So let me show you the cards, because you probably want to see them. We also have here the Chariot, the Page, not the Page, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands here. Okay. We also have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords. So for some of you guys, there's also something about you traveling somewhere. Okay. Or you attracting a trip of some sort. Let me see. What is the blessing on a home about? Or where is pile number 1 going with this transformation? Yeah, I'm seeing like you're becoming really sexy, to be honest with you guys. Like wow. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing big time. A major life change here. I also feel like there's something about a home. So I feel like you're feeling at home in your body, but you feeling at home in your body is the reason why you attract your future spouse, because you feel sexy, you feel good, you feel like, I don't know, there's something about sexual energy here, because if we look at this card, I don't know how much you can see, but to me it looks like she really likes herself. And I don't even mean like personality wise, but I feel like something also about the body, or about touching yourself, or admiring yourself, or being really happy. I'm hearing being happy that God created you the way that you are, okay? Or that you really like enjoy how you look, or that you really enjoy how you feel inside. It's like feeling like, oh, I like being in my body. Okay, for some of you guys, you might be starting like some type of like practice, like yoga or fitness or something like that. Spirit wants to let you know it's connected to you meeting your future spouse, because the energy that you exude is so inviting. Okay, let me see. What change is coming out of all of this? What's going on here? What change is coming out of all of this? What's up? 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, there could be a change in your career. Okay. Wow. There's something that you imagined will become, I'm hearing you will feel like your life is like a movie or something about like, didn't I talk about that you're gonna draw something that you want, or like Spirit is asking you to draw something? I feel like when you want to draw something, there's something about something that you drew is gonna become reality, or like I'm also hearing creating your dream reality, literally, okay? Through your imagination, or through you feeling differently, or you falling in love with yourself. Okay, with the 8 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel like there could be you relocating because of work, or you finding a better job or a better home, or relocating for, again, like a different job, a career transition that is coming out of that energy here. Let me see. Where's pen number 1 going with that energy? Look at that. Didn't I say you're becoming sexy? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off. I'm also seeing like I think it's a tiger or a dragon. You're becoming really, really strong. And I feel like your strength comes like you're mentally. You're becoming really mentally and emotionally. You're becoming extremely strong. And I'm hearing your strength is moving mountains. So you're going to achieve something quite big here, because you fell in love with yourself. To keep it really short and simple here. But I also feel like it's affecting the people that you attract. And for some of you guys, you're literally like attracting new love, or attracting like a proposal, a wedding here, okay? And then for others of you, it has something to do with like a career transition, or you moving elsewhere to work, okay? Or something about creating your dream reality. Let me see one more. You're becoming really, really sexy. You have to be a little bit careful. Look at that, your sex life. Oh, somebody's gonna have good sex here. Somebody's gonna really enjoy their body, their sexuality, their 5 senses, touching, smelling, hearing, okay? With the Lovers card here, I think it's going to result in like a really good sex life, or something about like you're going to have a lot of sex with your partner because they feel so drawn to you, or you're gonna, I'm also hearing if you attracted people that didn't really show you that they found you sexy, the next person that you're attracting is going to show you like that they really adore you or find you sexy, but it is because you started to adore yourself and find yourself sexy first, and that's why you attract somebody that will love to kiss your body from head to toe, or that will love to, like, I don't know, suck your toes, okay, if you like that, for example, or that is really gonna, like, you're gonna see this person's lust for you, okay? Maybe you didn't feel desirable before, but you're gonna feel desirable, but you're also attracting somebody that is kind of like, that is gonna appreciate every inch of your body, okay? Or just in general, I'm also picking up here, what is happening is you're gonna attract a lot more people that really appreciate you, even at work, okay? Something about like an appreciative boss, appreciative friends, appreciative people, when before maybe you attracted people that took you for granted, for example, okay? For some of you guys, this could also be connected to like you healing your marriage, in case you already are in a marriage, okay, where you heal your marriage here, or where there's a lot more sensuality and sexuality. I'm also hearing somebody's marriage here is really blessed, where you guys together are going to manifest like maybe relocating or traveling or taking a trip somewhere new, or to like a beautiful dream location or something like that here. Something along those lines. There's something about like, and for others of you, didn't we talk about a baby? So if you don't want a baby, I feel like for some of you guys, it's also for some of you guys, you're also becoming like a healthy mother or a healthy father, okay, for your future children, especially if you come from a broken home. This is definitely what I'm seeing here, like a healthy mother, a healthy father that is going to raise healthy individuals in the world. And your children will have like a big impact, okay, on planet Earth. Okay, my beautiful pile number 1, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I love you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 2. You chose this beautiful image here. Yes, I changed the color. Don't ask me why. I do change my mind a lot. It's interesting that I say that because I feel like this could be connected to your reading, okay? So if it rings a bell that you change your mind a lot, or that you, first of all, hello, my beautiful pile number 2, but I'm hearing if you change your mind a lot, or you feel like you are overall a very impulsive or very indecisive person, or that one day you feel super good and the next day you feel super moody, because I'm being brought to this energy of like, again, like somebody who feels like they are, like one day you feel good, the next day you feel like shit, but it's kind of like extremes. Or for some of you guys, you feel very, very indecisive, or you change your mind a lot, or you just feel very confused sometimes about what you want. Like one day you want something, the next day you don't want it. Okay, just for somebody out here. But I'm also seeing this energy here. Sometimes you're not quite sure what is good for you and what is not, or you might mix it up, or something about, maybe you just in general felt a little bit like more confused than usual. This could be confused about a particular love situation, or confused about your career path, confused about your purpose, confused about where you want to live. It doesn't matter, just confused overall. It could be in a particular situation, or just overall in your life, okay? Or maybe like your career or something like that, that you maybe feel like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? So there's something about like indecisiveness, confusion that I pick up here from you guys. Okay. I'm going to channel the energy first, and then we're going to talk about everything, who you are becoming, okay? Let me see. Pile number 2. I pick up this energy here that you sometimes maybe listen a little bit too much to other people and their opinion, or you don't listen at all. Does that make sense? So sometimes there are people around you that have really, really good advice, but you're like very stubborn. No, I'm going to do it my own way. And that's really good, because sometimes you are supposed to do it your own way, because that's the only way it's going to work for you, because your soul is individual, right? But sometimes maybe you dismiss very, very good advice that would have helped you. So maybe you also have maybe difficulty taking on help, or trusting somebody to help you because you want to do it on your own. And then for others of you, I'm picking up the energy here that you listen too much to other people, okay? That you listen to this person's opinion and that person's opinion and that person's opinion, and as you listen to all of these opinions, you make a decision that is not even your own. It's a decision that is like a mixture of person A, B, and C. And then you make a decision, and as you make this decision, the result is shitty because it's not what you wanted. It's what the other people wanted. Does that make sense? So there's an energy of like, maybe you also experience that you find yourself in both energies here. I'm also hearing there's something very interesting here with you guys, because I keep picking up this energy of like polar opposite, or opposites attract, or like two very opposite energies here. Because one energy is about expressing your individuality and respecting your individuality by not listening to other people. And then the other one is not expressing your individuality at all and only listening to other people. So I'm picking up this energy here that you are learning to find a middle ground here. Okay, you're learning to when to listen to other people and when not to listen to other people. Because sometimes people can lead you astray, but also sometimes you not taking on an advice can lead you astray, because that person was sent by God to help you with what they say. I'm also hearing I told you so. Okay. Let me see. Wow, you have a guardian angel or a spirit guide around you that is trying to communicate to you, but you choose to, like, sometimes you listen to your friend. Okay, and not your spirit guide or something like that. Or maybe spirit is also saying here, there's this energy of and the I told you so for me also feels like it's your own self. It's not other people telling you I told you so. It's like your own self. You're telling yourself like I told you so. So that's interesting because I keep picking up two energies, okay? I pick up here and my arm is hurting. Don't know why. I keep picking up an energy of like two people. So I pick up like one energy here is about like I told you so. That's the version of you that knew the outcome before you made a decision. Like you saw the signs, the weather, like for example, you go somewhere, the weather is shitty, you drop things are weird, you don't feel good, you throw up, okay? And these were all signs that what you're doing is not right. Whereas you go in the other direction and then you see like you feel calm, more calm than usual, or you feel more like the sun is shining and you know like everything runs very smoothly, everything is going very smoothly, and that was also your sign that you are in alignment, that where you are going or who the person you're with is for you, or this energy is good for you. Does that make sense? I'm also hearing sometimes you give people too much of like the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you sometimes give people too many chances, although the universe already showed you that you shouldn't go there, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't be with those people. Okay, Spirit is showing me a lot of, I'm going to show you the cards in a second, okay, but Spirit is showing me a baby. So there could also be something about pregnancy or something about your childhood coming up here. I'm seeing a baby and I'm seeing that like toy. It's like a box that has different shapes on it, like a triangle, a circle, a square, and this baby has like a circle or like a square. The baby has a square in its hands and it's trying to put the square in the hole for the circle and it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Okay, I don't know what this is about. So maybe you've been trying to fit somewhere where you don't fit, or you've been trying to, I don't know, you've been trying to now Spirit is showing me that the baby is slowly learning that the square belongs in the square and the circle belongs in the circle. So there's also something about order, okay? Also something about like shapes and symbols. So what Spirit is telling me is that you are right now learning. That's so interesting. It could be that you're learning something completely new, that you thought you were confident, but now you're learning what confidence really means, or something about like you learn how to eat properly. There's something about, I thought I already learned it, but I have to, I'm hearing I have to go back to the classroom, I have to go back to the drawing board, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's kind of like refreshing, okay? Because the baby is a very new energy, so it's kind of like you're learning something new, or you're learning something that you thought you learned new, okay? So maybe the word individuality and help mean new, something new to you. So it almost feels like who you are becoming is you're looking at the world from a new perspective, from a new lens, okay? Almost as if I'm also hearing, almost as if you do something for the first time. For some of you guys, this could also be connected to, I actually said that in the intro, so the intro was definitely for you. If you didn't watch it, what I said is, I always channel Kung Fu Panda, so bear with me guys, okay? So what I'm seeing here is Master Shifu told Po, the panda, the dragon warrior, that he was now meant to teach, okay? So he told Po, you're no longer going to be the dragon warrior that conquers enemies and stuff like that, or that helps, you know, the village. You're now becoming a teacher. You're going to teach Kung Fu. And Po was like, oh my god, I cannot be a teacher, like I've never done that before, I don't know how to do it. And then his first class was not as he wanted it to be. Like, he didn't know what to do. I'm also hearing learning by doing. There's something about you might be in the midst of like learning something completely new, okay? And you might be a little bit scared because you've never done it before, okay? And then for others of you, it's kind of like you are relearning something. Like, you were confident, you went into a relationship and this person really crushed your confidence or really made you into like a very sad person, although you used to be very happy. So you are relearning what it means to be happy, what it means to be confident, okay? Now for others of you, again, it's something about like you're learning something new. Now, in the movie, Master Shifu says, like Po said, why did you choose me to become a teacher? I was not good at doing it. And then Master Shifu said, if you only do what you're good at, you will never be more than what you are right now. So the whole process was about, of course, you're not going to be perfect in the beginning, but you're becoming amazing doing it as you progress. So again, it says, or Master Shifu said, if you only do what you know, or what you are, what you already can do, what you already are capable of doing, you will never be more than what you are. So I almost want to say it's interesting because pie number 3, I started with pie number 3 today. Pie number 3 had the world card and you have the world card too. Okay. So what I'm picking up here is you are becoming a person, you're gonna try something for the first time. I feel like for some of you guys it's public speaking or just being more confident and speaking to people. Okay, so for some of you guys it could be connected to like speaking to people, like going on a date and feeling comfortable expressing yourself through speaking. For others of you it's like public speaking, and for others of you it's kind of like overcoming stage fright or overcoming the fear of public speaking. For others of you, what I'm picking up here is you are overcoming confusion, okay? And when I say confusion, it almost feels like I'm hearing you're no longer going to choose the wrong thing. So for some of you guys, it could be connected to choosing the wrong partner to mingle, choosing the wrong person to be with, okay? Choosing wrong friends, maybe even choosing like the wrong job or like the wrong department. There's something about choosing the wrong thing and choosing the right thing, okay? Now let me show you the cards and then choosing the wrong thing and choosing the right thing, because the baby that I'm seeing, again, it has like a square in its hands and it's trying to put it into the hole of the circle, but it's the wrong entrance, the wrong thingamajigger here. That is very, very interesting. Okay, let me show you the cards. So the first card that you guys have here says, do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. Okay. I almost want to say what you are becoming a person that is no longer self-destructive. To be honest with you guys, I feel like you're leaving that behind. I feel like maybe there's an energy where you found yourself, or when you look back at certain things that you've done or told yourself, or the decisions that you made, they were very, very self-destructive. Maybe you also felt like you're sacrificing yourself for the sake of another person's happiness, or you felt the need to do so. Okay, there's something about overcoming the habit of self-destruction. This is very, very interesting. For you, it's also a major life change that I pick up here, because so pie number 3 was a major life change, but for you, it's as well. Okay? Because I'm hearing you maybe made your life a lot more difficult than it had to be. But it was, I'm seeing somebody that feels like I deserve, I don't know, guys, I don't know what this is, but I'm picking up the energy like somebody saying like, I don't deserve good things, or I don't know, as if you're like punishing yourself. I don't know how to explain that, okay? Or as if you are too hard on yourself. Like you do something for the first time and then you're beating yourself up, but you did it for the first time, you know? The first pancake never looks perfect. Sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't. Okay, We also have here the square and it says challenge. Okay. Yeah, I'm literally hearing Before I Self-Destruct by 50 Cent, his album. Okay, we also have the Three of Sorrow. I'm hearing you're becoming a person that no longer chooses the wrong thing. Like, no longer chooses the wrong person because you trust your own intuition or you trust your own voice over other people's voice. Okay, or you can detect a person who says something with love and another person who says something with hidden agendas. Okay, there's something going on here of like realizing, I'm hearing realizing what is healthy or like the right environment to be at. I'm also hearing like sometimes a flower does not grow because it's in the wrong environment. Okay, so it's not that there's something wrong with the flower, but the flower might be in the wrong environment. The flower might need a little bit more sunshine than what it gets. Again, if you feel drawn to pile number 3, go ahead, okay? Because there was something with flowers going on too. I feel like you're closing a cycle again where you self-destruct or where you make wrong decisions, because again, I keep feeling this energy here that if you look back, you see the signs that you received that told you, I'm not quite sure if that's the right thing to do here, okay? Or like your body already told you like, nope, I don't think that's the right thing here. Okay, I'm being brought to like somebody who put something on their skin and they get a skin irritation. Okay, with our body, it's very visible. You know, you're not going to continue to use this cream. But when it comes to relationships and people and career and environment, it's like, it's not as visible as like a skin irritation. But that's basically what I'm picking up here. That you realize the skin irritation, energetically speaking or spiritually speaking, fast. You see it fast. So you stop using that cream. You're not going in that direction. You're not entering that relationship. You're not entering that career. Okay. Guys, if you feel like you are a late bloomer, go ahead and watch pile number 3, okay? And take your time because it's a long reading. Okay. We also have here Aries. Yeah, this is definitely about like, Aries is always about the self. It's the first house. It's the house where how we perceive ourselves, how other people perceive us, but also the energy of doing things because you want to do them, or listening to yourself. Or I'm also hearing becoming an individual. So there's also something about individuality that maybe you, a lot of years or a lot of months recently, you felt like you want to fit in or like blend in with your environment, but now you're realizing I'm not quite happy here, you know, because some people are very, very happy blending into their environment, right? But if you are meant to stand out in the crowd, if you're meant to do something extraordinary, if your life is meant to be like something that people look at or people, you know, like learn from, you're not gonna feel good in the crowd because you're not supposed to be in the crowd. You're supposed to be an individual that stands out, okay? So there's something about adapting too much or not adapting enough. Okay. There's something going on with like finding the balance between the two. There's definitely something about, I'm also picking up here, you're becoming a person that overcomes some type of like negative habit that really, I'm hearing you're completely changing your life because you're letting go of a negative habit. So I don't know what this is about. Okay. Could even be the habit of not trusting your intuition, or the habit of not letting love in or something. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. For some of you guys, I'm also hearing you're healing your heart. Okay. You're becoming a person that starts to believe in love again. You're healing your heart. And because you heal your heart, guess what? You're gonna attract the love of a lifetime, but this time it's the right thing, because for a lot of you guys, I feel like maybe you made a lot of wrong decisions in your love life, or maybe you even pushed people away that were, I'm hearing hurt people, but I'm also hearing healed people, heal people. Okay. So there's something about your heart is healing, and therefore you're attracting a healthy partner, or you are attracting a healthy environment, a healthy future, healthy friendships. Okay, I'm hearing because you're honest with yourself. You could be writing a lot more, or you could be talking to yourself a lot more recently. Or you could be like calling yourself out on your own bullshit a little bit more, like, you know what, there were signs, you know, this was not me blindly walking into a situation. At some point there were signs, maybe even if they were not there from the beginning, but there were signs. Or my intuition already told me something is not quite right here, so I don't know why I wasted so much time in that job when I could have went somewhere else. Because that job kind of like, I don't know, was not good for my health. And I knew it, but I felt like I have to continue. Does that make sense? In that situation, you would have adapted too much, right? Whereas somebody coming to you and telling you, hey, I think, you know, this job is not good for you. Something is going on with you. And you're like, no, that's your perception is not right. Is you like pushing a loving voice away from you that wants to help you. Okay. My beautiful pile number 2, let's see where this is leading you. I feel like you're again healing your heart, or you're coming out of like a destructive cycle where you're no longer gonna say yes to, I'm hearing you're no longer gonna say yes to things that you know are not right for you. That's what it is, okay? It's like because you did it, or I'm also hearing like for some of you guys this was also the case of like, oh, I can handle that, or it's not that bad, you know. I'm seeing somebody, I'm gonna give you an example, but I'm like, when I was in my old job, that job almost destroyed me. I'm not gonna lie, this was like the worst. Like this job was, wow, whew. This job was very, 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 very demanding, and I told myself, oh, I can handle that. I could not handle it. It was not good for me, but I told myself, I am strong, I can handle that. It's not about being strong, it's about making healthy decisions. Healthy decisions lead to strength. A healthy strength, and not a toxic being strong. Does that make sense? Number 2, that job was, wow, I don't even want to talk about it. That was like a very, 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 very harsh few months that I was there. And there were so many signs that I should leave that job, and I didn't, okay? And this is what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like this energy. I'm hearing there's also something about no longer wasting time by staying where what is not right for you. It's kind of like, again, staying at a job that is not good for your health, and you're declining it because if your health is declining, everything else is declining, right? And then you wasted maybe like 6 months in that job. And when I say waste, I mean it in a way where it could have looked differently. It was important for you to go through that because now you know the contrast. But I'm also hearing there's also a different way. Okay, there's something about, I'm also hearing there's also, when you feel like something has to be hard, there's also an easy way. There's something about like, if you look for the hard way, you're gonna get the hard way. But if you allow the possibility of something to be easy, okay, there's something about like, for example, oh, being happy is so hard. Being happy is only hard when you attach happiness to things. But if you say, you know what, like if you attach it to big things, like being happy is so hard because I can only be happy if I have these big things. In that case, happiness is indeed hard, okay, because you decide that it is hard. But when you say being happy is easy because if I have my favorite cup of coffee, my favorite cup of tea, this already makes me super duper happy, or my favorite song makes me super duper happy, or this makes me super duper happy, okay, then happiness is not hard. Does that make sense? Kind of like to change your perception that you don't have to be so hard on yourself, or things don't have to be hard, or there's an easier way, a healthier way for you to do something and achieve the same result or even more. Okay. Yeah, I'm also hearing something about you are becoming a social butterfly is what I'm picking up here. When before you might have rejected people because a lot of people hurt you. I'm picking up you're becoming a social butterfly, or you are attracting the right people into your life, or yeah, I'm hearing you are attracting love into your life because your heart is healing. Okay, you are attracting like a healthy home, a healthy partner, healthy friendships because you are healing yourself here. Because you no longer want to participate in destructive behavior, okay? But I feel like the destructive behavior came from like confusion, but this confusion came only from like not listening to yourself enough, or not noticing the signs, or that you kept going although it was like painful to keep going. But you wanted to prove something to somebody else, for example, or like that pride was in your way, that you chose maybe pride over health, or that you chose being with someone over being alone. But you being alone also means the beginning of you healing, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. Now let's see where you are going as you are becoming that. I'm also picking up this energy of like the Aries energy also for me feels like, because it's interesting, Aries is a sign that likes challenges. That's the funny part, because we have the square here and it says challenge, and we have Aries here. So there's something about, I'm also picking up that you are becoming a person who likes challenges, or who embraces challenges, or who handles challenges very gracefully, okay? And the reason for that is because the way you look at it becomes differently. So for example, if you feel like I'm not good at doing something, instead of seeing it as a fixed situation, I'm not good at it, is you giving like an absolute statement, I'm not good at it. But if you say I'm not good at it yet, or I'm growing, or I'm becoming better as I keep going, it completely changes your attitude towards that thing that you perceive as very hard, okay? And that's the only way that you're growing. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, you're overcoming perfectionism and you're overcoming procrastination, because you know, like I'm also hearing like your perfectionism or your procrastination was biting you in the butt, and now you realize like you don't want to have somebody biting in your butt. Okay, something along those lines here. So there's something about you're becoming a person that really learned from a very harsh challenge, because some people, they continue to make the same mistake. Do you realize that some people continue to make the same mistake over and over again, years and years and years, decades after decade after decade after decade? And they might be learning to change with 80 years or maybe in the next lifetime. But you're changing now. You're breaking the cycle now. Which means the next couple of years are gonna look differently compared to what you've been through. May that be in your career, may that be with love, because you're no longer trying to put a square into a circle. You're no longer trying to force something. Or you're no longer prioritizing another over yourself. Something about also that you're changing your priorities. I'm also hearing you changing your priorities is like a game changer or like a life changer or something like that. Okay, but let's see, I want to get one more card here. Where is this all leading you to, pile number 3? What do we have here? The 9 of Pentacles. Look at that. Where is this transformation and becoming leading, pile number 2? What's going on here? 8 of Swords and the Temperance card. Okay, let me see what that is about. I'm seeing here that your connection to your spirit guides or your guardian angels or a departed loved one is becoming stronger, almost as if do you know what I'm hearing? I'm seeing this energy here. There's either something about like your art or your artistic energy really grows tremendously from whatever pain you've been through, okay, from whatever heartbreak you've been through. With the Temperance card here, I'm picking up the energy. What comes out of it is like a beautiful masterpiece. So this could be in the form of a painting, in the form of a store that you're going to open up, in the form of like something that you're going to create artistically, okay? And whatever you create artistically has potential to bring lots and lots of money to you, or to be the doorway for a better life is what I'm hearing, for a life that has more money, more abundance, is a lot more calmer, a lot more relaxed or something like that. For others of you, you're going to experience a lot more supernatural things because you're connected to your heart, or there's something about because you stop being self-destructive. I don't know for what reason, but it's kind of like you're going to experience more supernatural or more magical things. Okay, for others of you, there's something also about your faith. I'm hearing that you're developing unshakable faith or unshakable confidence here. And with unshakable faith and unshakable confidence, you can achieve whatever the fuck you want to achieve, okay? For others of you, I'm also hearing you're becoming a person that is less on social media, or that, yeah, again, that you achieve more because you're less on social media or something like that. And your mind is becoming an oasis of wellness, like a wellness oasis. Just imagine what a wellness oasis looks like, okay? Or like a wellness, like a spa, compared to like a really busy city with a lot of smog and a lot of cars and a lot of people and crowded. Just imagine these two energies and imagine them in your body, okay? You're gonna embody wellness. You're gonna embody like a very wellness, calm, healthy energy here. And that wellness, calm energy does bring quite some like I'm also hearing stability here. There's also something about your mood is stabilizing is what I'm picking up here, or your confidence is stabilizing, that you're not swinging from one extreme to the other. Okay, and for others of you, what comes out of it is like a very stable foundation, that you're building a very stable foundation. And we talked about the square, because we have a square, a circle, and a triangle here. Okay, that's very interesting. I don't know what this means. Maybe it means something to you because I cannot pick up what this is supposed to mean, but I'm seeing like forms and shapes and stuff like that. So for some of you guys, it could also be an energy of like a shapeshifter. Okay, don't know if this means anything to you. But the 9 of gain is definitely financial gain is coming to you because of that. For others of you, it's a gain of confidence, a gain of faith. And most definitely it's about health. Again, that you are creating like a healthy environment for yourself. I'm also hearing heaven is a state of mind. Your mind is going to be in a state of heaven or in a state of wellness and spa energy. Okay, you're completely letting go of like mental health problems for some of you guys, okay? Or it's going to become so, it's going to be like 90% or 80% of your mind is freaking healthy, and then you have 20% of like negative voices instead of the other way around. Does that make sense? Because nothing is ever going to be perfect here. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I also hear one more thing. I'm also hearing that you're becoming a person who says the right thing at the right time, because you start to speak from your heart. I'm being brought to somebody who goes to an interview and you try to convince the person, but you trying to convince the person does not convince the person because it's like stiff or like robotic, as in you speak from your heart, and that is like very, I don't know, it's like when you start to speak from your heart, this person, I don't know, sees like an endearing energy or like a funny energy inside of you instead of robotic and trying to convince or trying to control. Does that make sense? So you will also start to speak, and the way you speak is, the way you speak is a little bit differently, but because you speak differently, it also creates a different reality around you. Okay, so you're speaking more good things into existence. The voice in your mind becomes a lot more positive is what I'm hearing, as well as that it's going to be easier for you to like connect to people or convince people, or really, to really like be one with another person. So for some of you guys, this could also be connected to you meeting the one, okay? Not for everybody, but for somebody here. Or it's going to be easier for you to speak in general, to be social, to speak like public speaking and stuff like that. Or it's going to be easier for you to teach or to take on like a bigger position in a company. Okay, I'm also hearing for you, pile number 2, that you might be realizing why you are so mean to yourself. So there could also be an energy where you realize, why am I so mean to myself? And you're looking at why you are so mean to yourself is you literally like healing that energy inside of you. So you might have a tendency to be mean to yourself, or to be mean to people that you love, or to push people away that you love, or to, I don't know, to let people treat you unfairly or something like that. And I feel like you're realizing why that is. You might be going really back to your childhood or something that has occurred in your childhood. Okay. And I'm seeing here you're starting to be your own, I don't know what to explain. It almost feels like you're starting to be your own guardian angel, meaning that, because I'm picking up there's two energies of you. It's like one energy that is like mean to you, and then the other energy is like, hey, why are you so mean to yourself? But it's like you talking to you. So I don't know what to explain. It's kind of like as if you become your own guardian angel, or as if you become closer to your guardian angel. Okay, because it almost feels like if your spirit guide wants to help you, but you are working against yourself, or you're mean to yourself, there's only so much, only your spirit guides can help you limited, like it's limited how much they can help you. But as you start to figure out why you are mean to yourself, or why you feel this way about yourself, you're healing in a way where your spirit guides can make more things happen in your life. But because first of all, you get the signs very fast, or you listen to them more. But this could also be, again, connected to you then also being able to attract healthy people, because they are a reflection of you. Okay. So there's something about like a teamwork that happens within you, that you are your own bestie. Why wouldn't you be friends with yourself? Why wouldn't you be your own bestie? Something about like, I actually like myself. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not conceited. It's just, I like myself. I like myself. Or do I like myself? And why wouldn't I like myself? Okay. Okay, my beautiful pie number 2. That's all I have for you guys. I hope this helped you. I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one. And I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 3. I'm actually starting with you guys because I usually go from 1 to 3, but I'm starting with pie number 3 today. Okay, which is already an omen for your reading. If you didn't watch the intro, what we're going to look at is who you are becoming through all the changes that you're currently going through, all the mess that is going on around you, but also all the clarity that is coming to you. Basically everything that you're thinking, feeling, going through, witnessing, experiencing, synchronicities, everything, your whole journey called life. Who are you becoming in the process right here, right now? And how is it shaping your next couple of months and weeks, basically? Okay, I also changed the light. I don't know why, but it felt better to put on blue light. I don't know, but that's the image that you chose. Okay, so pie number 3, we're going to look at who you are becoming. Okay, I'm going to channel the energy first, and then we're going to look at the cards together, or I'm going to show them to you. Okay, so it is very interesting that I start to do your reading first instead of last, because usually I go from 1 to 3, but today I start 3 to 1. Oh, I record from 3 to 1, but I'm also hearing it's like a countdown. Okay, so I'm hearing 3, 2, 1. So I almost want to say you, pile number 3, you are very close to like a huge change in your life. Okay, I feel this energy. Yeah, I'm hearing major life change, because again, for me it feels like how do you call those things that fly into space? Because now I'm seeing a, how do you call that? I have to actually Google it. Called skyrocket. I already knew it, but I was not sure if it's the word. So I'm seeing a skyrocket, or I'm seeing a rocket, and I'm hearing like the way I'm hearing 3, 2, 1 sounds like somebody in space. So I'm being brought to the moon landing. Maybe you guys are very, very connected to the moon landing, or you like very spacey things, like maybe spacey music, or very like you like to think about like stars and something along those lines, that you feel very, very much connected. Because some people feel connected to the earth, some people feel connected to water, and some people feel connected to the animal world. But for you guys, I feel like this might be something that you're going to notice about yourself in the future, or it's already happening, that you feel very drawn to space, or very drawn to like looking at the stars, or it calms you down, or something about like the moon landing, or something about like thinking about other planets. Maybe you're even very much into astrology, or you like to work with planets, or you're more drawn to astrology than usual, or something about, I'm hearing outer space or something spacey. Okay, so this could even be the way that you dress, or what kind of things that you read, or the music that you listen to sounds very spacey or something like that. But overall, what Spirit is telling me, I'm also being brought to astronauts, aliens, how do you call that, like outer space energy, okay? And Spirit is telling me there's something about 3, 2, 1, and I'm hearing it as if it is like it is about somebody who's like flying to the moon, okay? Like an astronaut that is flying to the moon, okay? Now I'm also being brought to a song, and the song is called Usain Bolt, and it's a song that talks about, the guy in the song says that he's flying to the moon within 9 seconds, and he's as fast as Usain Bolt. So what I'm picking up here is, and I also started your reading first. Usually I record pile number 3 last, but I'm starting your reading first. So there's something about I'm hearing scoring first place, or something about the first place, or being first, okay? So this could be about who you are becoming is, you're going to be the first one in your family to do something, the first one in your friend circle to do something, the first one to invent something, the first one. There's something about you're going to be the first one, okay? Because now I'm seeing a race, and we all know that Usain Bolt is one of the or the fastest man in the world. So I'm also hearing, you're scoring a record. Okay, I'm also hearing world records. Okay, it's not quite literally, but Spirit is showing me kind of like breaking a record. Okay, so you could be breaking a record. Yeah, I'm picking up who you are becoming is something about like you're breaking a record. Let's say, for example, like I'm being brought to the gym, and it's just describing the energy, okay? So I'm seeing here who you are becoming is somebody who breaks their own record. So when you were able to run on a treadmill for 30 minutes, all of a sudden you're able to run 45 minutes. Okay, so there's something about who you are becoming as you are breaking your own record, like you're becoming first, or there's something about the first one to, manifest something, the first one to marry, the first one. There's something about the first one, okay? So instead of you being the last one, okay, maybe for some of you guys, I'm also picking up here, for some of you guys, you perceive yourself, or people told you that you are a late bloomer, okay? Let me see. Guys, please bear with me, but I'm channeling something from Kung Fu Panda. Okay, so since since I'm seeing like sky rockets, or like rockets, because in my language you also call fireworks rockets, like those little thingy majiggers that you lighten up, and then they create like a huge firework. So I'm also being brought to that. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing this here, or again, it doesn't matter when you're watching it, but it's like a timeless reading, but we're in 2023. So I'm hearing in 2023, instead of being the late bloomer, okay, or instead of things happening, maybe there was also like a lot of changes happening last year, by the end of the year, okay? Spirit is telling me there's a lot of action in the first half of your year, because we're talking, it's all about number 1, the first half, the first person, the first quarter, something about the first year, okay? So what Spirit is saying here is, let me go back to that vision. So Spirit is showing me Poe, and Poe wanted to see, there was like the Dragon Warrior was announced on that day, okay? It was like a special day because Master 𝑘𝐽 was looking for another Kung Fu master, basically. So it was like a huge festival, a huge party to announce the next Dragon Warrior. And Poe wanted to go there, but he had something else to do, like he had to work or something like that, but he still found a way to go to this festival. And there were, oh my god, pile number 3, and there were stairs. Okay, and Po was like a big old, you know, like panda, and it was really hard for him to go up the stairs, so he was sweating. And then the other people, like, there were like 2 ducks, and they were walking up the stairs very, very easily. And for Po, it was very, very heavy to walk up the stairs because he was carrying like food that he was supposed to sell. So he had like a baggage that wouldn't let him go up the stairs. Okay, and then he told himself, he was like so frustrated that he told himself, fuck that, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave this food here, okay, and I'm gonna find a way how to get into, because it was like a festival, but it was like a behind the gate, so it was not easy for him to go there. And when he arrived up the stairs, the door was already closed, so he was the last one to attend this festival. He was the last one. Everybody was already there. Okay, so that's why I'm being brought to like a late bloomer. Even if you tell me, I don't know what you're meaning, it doesn't even have to be like, oh, you know, like you were married with 22 and you already had like 3 children, but maybe you were like a late bloomer when it comes to education. Or maybe the other way around, you were like very, very focused on your education, but you're a late bloomer because you have never been in a relationship and you're already 30 years old. Does that make sense? So you were quite fast with your education, you already achieved a lot, but in a different area in your life, you were somewhat of a late bloomer. So I'm picking up this energy here. In the area where you felt like you were a late bloomer is where you're gonna bloom tremendously, okay? Because I'm seeing like, it's almost this energy of like a flower that didn't grow for a few years and then it grows overnight tremendously, that it's like it's shocking to other people. So there's something about rapid growth, very, very fast growth is what I'm picking up here, that is going to shock other people because other people perceived you as a late bloomer, or something about like, oh, pile number 3 is, you know, taking their time, they're not married yet, they're already 35, or pile number 3 doesn't know what their career is going to be, they're already 28, okay? And other people already figured out, allegedly, because we don't know, other people already figured out, this is my purpose, this is what I want to do, I'm already in a relationship, I'm already established, I already moved out, or something like that, where I already found something, okay? And you were perceived as like, oh, pile number 3 still doesn't have their, still didn't find their purpose, or pile number 3 still is not in a relationship, okay? So I'm almost picking up here, this is not for everybody, but for somebody that maybe other people were talking about you, and they talked about you in the sense of like, oh, pile number 3 is a late bloomer. Like pile number 3 takes a long time to figure out who they are and what they want to do and stuff like that, okay? And some of them might have even looked down upon you, but we're not going to talk about that because in 2023, or whenever you're watching this video, things are going to change, okay? And they're going to change so much so that the people that were talking about you, that you were a late bloomer, again, could be in general or in a specific area in your life, okay? People that were saying you are a late bloomer, they're going to be speechless, 1, and 2, they cannot talk about you anymore. Like even if they were sitting on a table talking about you, oh, pile number 3, this and that, the next time, or who you are becoming in 2023, whenever they come together to talk about you, they cannot say that you are like a late bloomer, or they can like, I'm seeing them knowing, or I'm seeing people I'm seeing people that talked about you being a late bloomer, or that talked about you like with worry, like, oh, you know, I don't know when pile number 3 is gonna find somebody, they're already, you know, like everybody's married, you know, and pile number 3 is not married. It's just an example, okay? Or I don't know, you know, when she will find success, when pile number 3 will find success, when pile number 3 will get their life together. Okay, some people really said that with worry, and other people felt good talking about you being a late bloomer because it made them feel like they have their shit together, okay? And I'm seeing them as you are growing into this new version of yourself, and we're going to talk about it because I'm just channeling here. As you're growing into this new version of yourself, these people are sitting on a table. Let me see what they're saying. Now they're not even bringing up your name anymore because you make them feel lesser than. This is not your intention, but they look down upon you. right? This is a lesson for them, okay? This is also not about like who's better than who and stuff like that. This is just the universe teaching them, hey, you know, like just because somebody's a late bloomer doesn't give you the permission to deem them as like, you know, like, or to, you know, to gossip about them or talk about them, because look at what is happening now. Things can change overnight. So don't judge a book by its cover, okay? This is what the universe is teaching those people that talked about you, basically. Or the universe is teaching them to never look down upon another person because you don't know who they're going to be tomorrow, okay? Or to treat people with a genuine heart, okay? Because I'm also picking up that some people, for some of you guys, you're going to achieve like something that is really, really like, how can I explain that? People will feel like they would love to sit on your table, if that makes sense, okay? So for some of you guys, your growth is going to be so big that other people will feel like they want to sit on your table, but they can no longer sit on your table because they treated you unfairly. They treated you like a late bloomer that is not worth anything, or they didn't see your value. And those people, they're going to learn to treat people with a genuine, kind heart, and to be patient with people, and to not judge a book by its cover. Okay, that's a huge lesson for those people. Now let me get back. So Poe wanted to get into the festival, he wanted to get into the gate, but the gate was already locked, so he couldn't get in. And then he was thinking about something. What can I do about it? Okay, what can I do about it? What can I do? I want to get in there. He was very, very stubborn to get in there, right? So he saw fireworks laying around. Okay, so whatever I'm describing could also be connected to the Chinese New Year, which is the 22nd of January. This could be a very significant time, like the Chinese New Year, or something about like Asian culture could be very significant for you. Or maybe you've been more drawn to like Asian food, Chinese food, Asian like feng shui, or you've been more drawn to like I don't know, like kung fu movies, or maybe you've been drawn to something like with Asian decoration or something along those lines, okay? Or the Chinese New Year is something that you really, really like, or you really like Asian culture, something like that. Or you could be literally like Asian, okay? So the Asian New Year is on the 22nd of January, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be like a very significant date, or this could be the day where there's something big happening in your life, or this could be the start where you're really gonna feel like things are changing, or you are changing, or things are turning out, things are becoming like better, or you're seeing like fast growth, or something about like it's easier for you to get things done, or you're actually noticing your own growth, okay? Or you're noticing that you're going in the right direction, basically. Or this could also be a day where there's going to be a lot of synchronicities coming your way, where you're going to be overloaded, okay? So then he saw fireworks laying around, okay? And only a person who improvises and is creative would think of such a thing, because somebody could have, like, he could have given up in front of the door. The door was locked. He could have given up, man, you know what? The door is locked. You know, what am I supposed to do? He said, no, I'm going to get in there. It doesn't matter how. So he tried multiple things. It didn't work. And then he saw fireworks laying around. And then he attached the firework on a chair so that the chair would kind of like, you know, like fly up in the sky and would fly him into the gate, or like the temple or something like that. Okay. And that's what he did. And then he landed inside of the festival. And then Master 𝑘𝑒 was, I'm also hearing somebody about pointing their fingers on you. Like, maybe you also felt like people are pointing their fingers on you. Like, you know, like, I don't know, like something about, maybe you felt judged a lot, okay? Or maybe there's something about, like, I feel like you've had quite some people around you that were very unfair to you, to be honest with you guys, okay? But again, you learned a lot with those people. There's something about, you're gonna teach them a lesson, but it's by being an example, okay? You're also going to be an example for other late bloomers, is what I'm hearing, okay? So for some of you guys, your purpose is to be a late bloomer, to help other late bloomers, if that makes sense, okay? Because in that situation, you have two ways. Do I really let a number tell me that I'm, you know, or do I let, how can I say that? Do I let a number, like an age ain't nothing but a number is what I'm hearing, but do I let a number tell me when I can do something and when I cannot do something? You know, like, or just because I didn't achieve something at a specific age, am I gonna deprive myself of still experiencing that maybe 5 years later? Okay, just because of a number, just because of an age. So there's two decisions that you could make, to say, or to let your age or a number cage you because you think it's too late, or are you gonna say, fuck that, this is just a number, but my soul, my spirit, and my being is in the present moment, okay? And in the present moment, I'm gonna make a change, and it doesn't fucking matter what age I am, okay? Or that I was a late bloomer, or that it took me a little bit longer than other people, okay? So he was flying into this place. I think it was the first part of Kung Fu Panda. Isn't that interesting? So for some of you guys, Spirit wants you maybe to watch that movie, not for all of you, but if you feel drawn to it, watch it. So he was in there, like he was, the firework that he attached to the chair brought him inside. And come to find out that he was chosen by Master 𝑘𝑒 to be the dragon warrior. This is what it feels like, okay? So for a lot of you guys, who you are becoming is, I'm picking up, if you feel like, I don't know what my purpose is, you're gonna figure out what your purpose is within the next couple of weeks and months, okay? This year, you're definitely going to know what part of your purpose is, or what your purpose on planet Earth is, or you're gonna know what destiny you have. It's kind of like you will know that you were chosen for something. I was chosen to help women with their confidence when they're a little bit curvier. I was chosen to help my family. I was chosen to teach people. I was chosen to be an example. I was chosen. There's something about, in this year, you're gonna feel like you were chosen for something, or it's finally your time, okay? Because again, it's like, maybe you've always been the last one in your friend circle, like the last one to move out, the last one to marry, the last one to pass a test, something about the last one. In this year, you're gonna be the first one to do something, the first one to experience something, the first one, or like something about, maybe your grades were like really shitty last year. There's something about, you're going to figure out a way which is your unique way, okay? You're going to improvise or find a creative way to learn in a way that brings you good grades, okay? I'm going to show you the cards now, but there's a lot coming through, okay? So we have here, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions, okay? We also have here, the Princess of Swords. Guys, if I look somewhere else, it's because I'm channeling. We have the Hierophant here, okay? As well as the Five of Wands, the King of Swords. The people that felt like, oh, you know, like, pie number 3 has to get their life together, or they look down upon you like, oh, you know, I achieved so much in like 2 years, and look at pie number 3, they still didn't achieve anything. Come to find out that they're going to come to you for advice when they thought they're all knowing, okay? There's something about, you're going to surprise the people around you. It's the universe teaching people a lesson, okay? But it's also teaching you a lesson that there's something very special about late bloomers, or that there was maybe a reason why you are a late bloomer, or why things took some time, okay? Because again, it's this energy of like, again, it's like a little flower that you see in a pot, and you're like, I don't think this flower, there's nothing happening with that flower. The way the universe is showing me that, I'm going to give you an example, okay? So we have the 8 of Wands here. I'm going to give you an example. So my mom got a gift from a neighbor, okay? And it's like a pot with a flower, but I don't know, it's not like a real flower, it's like a, I don't know how you call it. I think I'm gonna check what this flower's name is, and I'm gonna put it here, or give me a moment, because I really wanna, you know, like properly explain everything, so give me a moment. Okay guys, so the flower is called amaryllis, but the one that we have here is like a Christmas amaryllis or something like that, and it looks very odd because it's like I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Okay guys, so that's what they look like, and it's so funny because my mom got this flower gifted, and in the beginning it was just this big old clump, or I don't know how to explain it, okay? And it didn't look very promising, or it looked like, it's gonna take a while until this thing is blooming, okay? And this is what I'm picking up here with you guys. It's gonna take a while until this thing is blooming. And whereas I'm also being brought to like this energy of like you are something that is overlooked first, but then you're somebody that nobody can overlook. Like your success, your growth, your rapid growth is gonna be in people's face, when before they didn't even consider you. Do you know what I mean? There's something going on with like, I'm hearing the proof is in the pudding. So my mom got this flower gifted, and again it was like just a clump, okay? And my mom put it next to a lamp, and it's so crazy because it grew so much just within a few days that it's almost like magic. Like it almost looked like, how can a flower grow overnight so much? Okay, that's what it feels like. So from being a late bloomer, like, oh, it's gonna take a while to, it's not even like normal growth, okay? It's almost like you are skipping steps, okay? You're becoming a version of yourself that is skipping steps, because again, it's kind of like this energy of like somebody who's in a cocoon, and it's like very unnoticeable, very invisible, very like, I don't know, maybe even looked down upon. And then your growth is almost like overnight success, or a growth that happens within just a week or 2 weeks that is so tremendous that it is like, oh my God, how is that even possible to grow like that? It doesn't even feel like natural. It feels supernatural. Like your growth feels supernatural, when before there was a lot of stagnancy. Does that make sense? So it's almost this energy of like, again, like a flower that is supposed to grow like, oh, you know, this flower is going to grow within 3 to 4 months, but this flower grew within just a few weeks, and it's like already fully bloomed, okay? And I was looking at this flower and I was like, that is very odd. Like, I've never seen a flower bloom this fucking fast, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. There's something about you're somehow skipping steps, or it's like 3, 2, 1, something about very fast growth, okay? Let me see what else is coming through here. Yeah, I keep picking up this energy of like from a late bloomer to a fast grower, okay? This is so odd. This is very interesting. You're becoming a person that, I'm also hearing you are becoming a person that, if I could describe the energy, okay, I'm gonna describe the energy. So I'm picking up here, I'm seeing a scene by Harry Potter where the teacher is teaching the class to stir something, okay? So they're making a potion, and the instruction says, stir the potion. But you decide, no, I'm not gonna stir the potion, I'm gonna shake it. And because you shake it, you get like a different result, but it's like it's magical, or it's like because you do something not according to instruction, you get a different result, but your different result is kind of like an innovation, or it's something super duper unique, or something super duper cool, or like somebody who, like your teacher tells you, if you want to pass this test, I want you to read chapter 1, 2, 3, okay, in the book. And you're like, I'm not really good at reading. Like when I read, I'm like, I get very like, you know, I'm very scattered. I'm not good at reading. So instead of reading, I'm going to watch a video, because I feel like I am a visual learner and not somebody who like learns by reading or writing. I feel like I learn by looking at something, or I learn by doing. So instead of listening to the teacher telling you to read chapter 1 to 3, you're watching a movie about the topic, and for the first time, you really understand the topic, not just learning something by heart, or learning, you know, like words by heart, or learning what the textbook tells you, but really understanding the process, as if you are connected to the process. I don't know how to explain. It's kind of like when you want to talk about like how flowers grow or how trees grow, something like that, and you could read in a book. It's not really connecting you, but you would then decide to go out and look at the tree and try to put yourself in the shoes of a tree to the point where you really understand it, and then you're the first one to score, okay, to score in that exam. And everybody's gonna ask you, how did you do that? You usually write very bad grades, but this time your grade is exceptionally good. It's almost like, did you cheat? Okay, did you cheat? And you're like, no, I was just realizing that I don't learn by reading and writing. I learn by watching movies. I learn by looking at the tree. I learn by standing in front of the tree. I learn by closing my eyes and acting as though, or imagining myself being the tree. Does that make sense? This is what I'm picking up here. So I'm picking up here who you are becoming. Pile number 3 is you are becoming somebody that is very intelligent and very smart, or you become somebody that knows, you know yourself in a way, or you're becoming a person that you're knowing yourself in a way that you know what to do in order to get what you want. And when I say that, I mean, like, for example, you struggle with discipline, okay? Let's say you struggle with discipline and people say, well, you just have to do it, but just doing it or doing a to-do list doesn't work for you, okay? And you're realizing, you know what, this doesn't work for me. Like, people tell me I should do this, I should do that, or they even tell me, man, you have to get your shit together, you have to get more discipline. And you're like, you're trying everything to get more disciplined, but it doesn't work. And then one day you're like, maybe I get more disciplined, like when I draw, or when I give myself like a stamp, like, you did it, well done. After every, like on my to-do list, every time I get something done, I'm gonna get like a stamp and put it on my to-do list. That way I train my mind to see that stamp as a reward, or I'm gonna reward myself every time I am disciplined with something. So does that make sense? So you're coming up with a different strategy, a different technique to train yourself to become who you want to be, because what other people do doesn't work for you, but you're finding your own unique way to learn a topic. You find your own unique way to maybe get rid of an addiction. You learn your own way to lose weight, okay? You learn your own way to stick to something. You find your own way to be more confident. There's something about realizing that other people's techniques doesn't work for you, and you are realizing, man, maybe it's not even that I am the problem. Maybe the technique is not my technique. I don't align with it. So let me try a different technique. And you're trying a different technique, a different method, and you really, I'm also hearing you're becoming a person that customizes. You're customizing something for yourself, okay? So again, instead of letting the teacher tell you, read chapter 1 to 3, you could listen to them, but you could also realize, I am a visual learner. And you're realizing I am a visual learner shows how much you know yourself, how much you listen to yourself, how much you are in alignment or in connection with your body, mind, and soul, okay? Or let's say, for example, losing weight. People say, go do intermittent fasting, do this, do that, do this, do that. It doesn't work. And then one day you're like, I'm hearing, it's funny, I'm hearing based upon who I am. I'm a person, I really like colors. So maybe me, you know, like doing color coding as I eat is gonna help me lose weight. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like you're becoming a person that comes up with their own technique, comes up with their own method, comes up with their own unique way of getting something done or achieving something. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. You're becoming a person that you are understanding. It's almost this energy of like you understand who you are, so much so that instead of trying technique A, B, and C, you're trying the technique that is customized to you, okay? And because it's customized to you, you learn very fast, you grow very fast, you achieve very fast, or it's easy for you to like, or let's say for example, you really want to read a book, but you get very, very scattered, like I cannot sit down and read a book. So you're like, I really want to read this book. I feel like there's something very important for me in that book. So instead of buying this book in the form of like a, you know, like a physical book, let me listen to an audiobook. Does that make sense? And you listening to audiobooks is helping you to read like 30 books this year. And you're achieving like reading 30 books, and the knowledge that you get from the books is, you know, like tremendous. Instead of being stuck with trying to read a physical book and not getting it done. That's what it feels like, okay? So you're somehow realizing that a different technique is available. I also feel like for a lot of you guys, you're going to teach other people, because other people are going to come to you and they're going to ask you, how did you get there so fast? How did you do this so fast? How did your hair grow so fast, right? A lot of people say, do this, do that, do this, do that, and you're realizing, if I use this plant, if I put green tea in my hair, it grows very, very fast. I've noticed it. I've analyzed it. So then you're gonna share with other people, hey, maybe try green tea. It really worked for me, okay? And maybe it's like something that people usually don't do, or green tea is not like the first option. Does that make sense for people to think about hair growth? That's what it feels like to me here, okay? There is something about, now I know myself, now I know what I need, or now I know how I work. It's like you have like a machine in front of you, and in order to make this machine work, you have to understand the instructions. So I almost want to say you're becoming a person who understands their own instruction, like how you were designed by God, how you were designed by the universe. That, for example, you are not a person who learns through reading and writing, you are a person you learn through visualization. This is what helps you the most to understand a topic. So you understand, okay, this soul right here, this spirit right here, learns through visualization. Everybody else learns through reading and writing. I learn through visualization. So I'm gonna apply what I feel like is customized to me and my soul and my spirit. And therefore, again, you're achieving like something about like rapid success. I'm also picking up this energy here. If you had problems with being focused, being self-disciplined, achieving something, being committed to something, or even like ignoring people's like negative energy, or ignoring people's like how do you call that, ignoring people's like opinion and stuff like that. If you have been struggling with that, I'm seeing that you're overcoming it all, but you're overcoming it because you understand your soul and you understand your own instruction, the instruction of your soul basically, or how your soul works, okay? I'm also seeing here that, again, you're gonna teach quite some people. For some of you guys, it's gonna be on a larger scale, that whatever you're learning right now is probably gonna be connected to your career transition, or it's gonna be connected to you choosing a different career in the future, or adding something to what you already do, okay? And for others of you, this is about teaching the people around you, okay? So teaching your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, because they're gonna see, hey, you're really doing something right, because the growth that you're going through is tremendous. What the fuck are you doing differently that I don't do? Also seeing here, like, I'm also seeing here that you're gonna crack the code. You're becoming somebody that cracked the code. Okay, this could be cracking the code to weight loss for yourself, or finding a different method for weight loss, cracking the code to make more money, cracking the code to maybe attract more clients, okay, because you use a different marketing strategy, or you approach something differently, cracking the code to get write a book within 2 weeks instead of 2 years. Does that make sense? There's something about you're becoming somebody that cracks the code for faster growth, or that you get something done faster than other people, but you found a loophole, or you cracked some type of code, or you figured something out. There's something about I'm also hearing not a lot of people know about it. So for some of you guys, there's also something about hidden knowledge, something about you're going to receive like you're going to figure out something by analyzing, observing yourself and your surroundings, and you're going to realize, oh, that is the stone in the shoe, or this is the reason why things stagnate, or why I was stagnant, or why I was a late bloomer in the first place. Okay, something about understanding. I'm hearing understanding the past, applying what you learned in the past to the present moment, and therefore creating your future. Something about you're learning from the past, present, and the future. You're all putting all these things together is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I'm also seeing that you're becoming somebody. I'm seeing a vision of you. Give me a moment, I just want to drink something. I'm seeing a vision of you. I'm seeing a vision of you. Somebody's coming to you and they're telling you, hey, I have a problem. I'm also hearing you're becoming an excellent problem solver. Okay, and I'm gonna describe what I mean by that. So I'm seeing somebody coming to you and they're telling you, hey, I have this problem. And they're saying one sentence, you know, like, my knee hurts. You look at this person, you scan them up and down, okay? You're looking at, you know, I'm seeing somebody like who is looking at where somebody has a blockage, but it more so feels like spiritually or energetically. So for some of you guys, you're becoming, wow, I'm hearing for some of you guys, you're becoming like a great healer. Like you literally heal people, okay? For some of you guys, you're gonna become like a extremely great healer for people, most definitely. And for others of you, you're becoming a great healer and you heal yourself, but you heal yourself so much that your growth, your success, what you achieve looks bonkers to other people. It looks crazy. It looks like overnight success, but that overnight success is connected to you healing, to you being such a good healer to yourself, okay? It's like you heal your own soul, you heal your own mind, and your growth is gonna be bonkers. It's gonna look like, wow, that was overnight. Like this person grew overnight. Like the fuck, you know those videos that show like put egg in your hair and it's gonna grow 3 centimeters overnight? This is what I'm picking up, but your growth is gonna be real. This is what I'm picking up here, okay? So I'm seeing you here. You're sitting somewhere. Wow, I'm also hearing it's connected to your past life. So I'm seeing you sitting here and somebody's coming to you. They have problems, okay? This could be mentally, physically, spiritually. And you look at this person and then you go to your kitchen and you put this herb in and this herb in, and then you pray over the water, and then you do this and you do that. And this person doesn't have to even say much, and you're like, here, drink it. And this person drinks it and they're healed. Okay, this is just metaphorically speaking or energetically speaking. So you're becoming an excellent problem solver, not just for yourself, but also for the people around you. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, you were meant, or your purpose is to become a problem solver or to be a problem solver. Okay, whatever the heck that means to you. This could be in all kinds of areas. This could be in diet. This could be in confidence. This could be in hair growth. This could be in whatever the fuck, okay? It doesn't matter. It could be spiritually. It could be healing the soul. It could be healing the mind from negative thoughts, whatever the heck it is, okay? So I'm seeing here you're becoming an excellent healer, okay? You're either healing yourself back to life is what I'm hearing, or you're healing other people back to life, or this is something that you were meant to do here on planet Earth. Okay. I'm also hearing you're becoming a king or a queen that leads other people. Again, this could be just your little sister is going to look up to you. You are her role model, and you're shaping her into a person that is just a beautiful, beautiful human. Okay, but this could also be on a larger scale. Okay, where the universe chose you to bring a message across, or to be on a pedestal. And I'm also hearing people are not on a pedestal because they're better than other people. People are on a pedestal for other people to see you. Because if you are in the crowd, the person in the back cannot hear you. But if you are on a pedestal, everybody can see you and everybody can hear you. So being on a pedestal or being chosen to show something to the world does not mean that you are better. It just means maybe you learned, interestingly enough, maybe you learned something spiritually faster where other people were very, very fast in the material world. They got their shit together, they got their apartment, they got their everything, okay? So they achieved a lot. But what happened with you is you achieved a lot spiritually before it materializes into money, into this, into that, into this, into that. Does that make sense? So in essence, you were not really a late bloomer, but your focus, okay, was elsewhere. And it was invisible to other people what your focus was. So you chose a different major in university. Maybe a major that people frowned upon. Come to find out, the major that you chose is the next big thing, or the major that you chose in university is connected to like a new job that is being created, or a new job that is developing in the future. Because for a lot of you guys, you're also connected to futuristic energy, okay? That there's something about like you're gonna be very important in the future, or you are like, I don't know how to explain it, but for me it feels like, because we have the card here, blessing to bring clarity, okay? For me it feels like there's something about there's something futuristic about you. And for some of you guys, you already know, and for others you don't know yet. But it's kind of like, just like Jeff Bezos, who created Amazon like 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, it didn't mean shit, but now it means everything. Does that make sense? So for a lot of people, like what you said 5 years ago didn't mean shit, but now it means everything. Your words mean everything. Does that make sense? Or what you focused upon the last 3 years didn't mean shit to people, but now it means everything. Okay, page number 3, we're now going to look at where it is leading you. So we have a blessing to bring clarity. What this energy is bringing to you is to see a solution clearly, or to see a problem clearly, or to see a way to succeed clearly, or to see an opportunity clearly. It is basically where this is all leading you, is to see clearly what you have to do in order to get what you want. Very, very simple here. Okay, we also have the universe here. I definitely feel like I'm hearing a quantum leap. I'm hearing you're shifting into a different reality, or again, your growth is going to be so tremendous that it feels like magic, or it feels like God is on your side, or the universe is on your side, or there's something about you're transitioning from one reality to another, or like from, I don't know, there's something about your environment is changing basically, okay? You become a better version of yourself, and everything is becoming better. Your financial situation, your health, your relationships, everything is becoming better here. Okay, I just want to get one more card here because I'm nosy. Let's see. Where is this transformation leading? Pile number 3. What's going on here? Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Spirit is saying where it's gonna lead you is that I'm hearing you're done with the chapter failure. Okay. So what is happening here is you're closing a cycle where I'm hearing you failed maybe a lot, or you felt like a failure. So what is happening here is you're no longer going to feel like a failure, okay? You're going to feel very powerful. You're going to believe in your own power. You're going to feel powerful, and the proof is in the pudding. What you manifest, what you achieve, only a very, 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 very powerful spirit can do that, okay? So where this all is leading you is that you're no longer going to see yourself as a failure, that you're no longer going to feel like your life is maybe like a fail or something like that. You're not going to feel like you are defeated by circumstances, by people, by maybe like, I'm also hearing you're no longer going to feel like you were dealt the wrong cards. Okay, that you took the wrong cards, or that you took the shitty cards that you had in your hands and you still won. Okay, so there's something about you're going to feel extremely empowered. You're no longer going to see yourself. You're going to be very proud of yourself as you're growing into that person. But again, there's something about, I'm also hearing overcoming like a overcoming the fear of failure, or overcoming you seeing yourself as a failure. Or I'm also hearing defeat is not my destiny. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing defeat is not my destiny. Let me see one more. Where is it leading? Pile number 3. That energy. Where is it leading? Pile number 3. Oh, yeah, and also you're becoming the happiest version of yourself, because that card here, it says create your own happiness regardless of conditions. You see, even though you've been dealt shitty cards, even though you've been like a late bloomer, even though maybe something has not been ideal, okay? It's like somebody who starts off like with really shitty equipment, but their work is still good, okay? In whatever, like let's say you don't have the money to buy new books or to buy, you don't have the money to buy all the equipment, but that shitty book that you buy is still the reason why you're succeeding when other people had like 3 more books, but that one book was enough for you. Does that make sense? There's something going on with, even though, or maybe let's say, for example, I'm also picking up, for some of you guys that might be the case, I'm also hearing here is somebody, like, let's say it was a race, okay? Let's say a marathon is being run. There's a marathon. Even though other people were like cheating, or even though other people were like trying to sabotage you so that you don't win the race, you win it anyway, okay? You win it anyway. There's something about you win anyway, despite of like shitty cards, or despite of like a shitty past, or despite of like, you know, sabotaging people, sabotaging energy. It doesn't matter. You're still succeeding. And we talked about the marathon. You're still going to be first. Even though they were sabotaging your shoes, you're throwing your shoes away and you're running barefoot, and you're still going to be the first. Okay? Whatever the heck that means. Like, they have the best shoes, they have the best everything, okay? And it's still you who's getting into the finish line first. So there's something about you're gonna finish something the next couple of weeks and months so fast that other people are gonna be like, they cannot believe their eyes. They're gonna feel like you cheated, but what you did was you examined your soul and your spirit, that you understood that is how my soul works. And then you grew more disciplined, more focused, more this, more that, more this, more that. And the results speak for itself, okay? You're still gonna be the first one in the finish line when people thought you're gonna be the last one in the finish line. That's not the case, honey. Okay, beautiful pile number 3. I hope you guys like this reading. I'm gonna see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye.